Invisible Threat by Tenaka. Narrated by Larry Margulies. Chapter 1. Somewhere deep in the southern forest, creeping among the gnarled roots of trees, poking through soil damp with the morning dew, a fox yawned. Elsewhere, sitting alongside a slow stream of clear water flowing through one of the innumerable heavens of the celestials, another fox yawned, this one covering her gaping muzzle with a hand sporting a brightly colored quill, modeled of a peafowl's feather balanced between her long fingers. She watched her four-legged counterpart turn and yip at the base of the tree trunk, until a small kit poked its head into the light, eventually following its mother. Sophie, one of the fox spirits assigned as guardians of the forest, frowned as she made a note on her report. A single kit in the wild would be understandable in normal circumstances, but she saw the sole young one as another piece to a puzzle she didn't quite understand yet. The foxes weren't the only shrinking family she had noticed. She tapped a finger on the water's surface, the ripples sweeping away her view, and she started to trace a circle for another vantage point. Her nose twitched before she could finish, and she turned to see one of her sisters heading her way. It was the word all foxes called each other, left over from the years they had all spent scattered among the heavens in service of the celestial overseers. "Fallon," she called, and raised a hand in greeting. "What brings you all the way out here?" Fallon pointed back the way she had come towards a white structure, the only building in sight that sat atop a hill in the distance. "Shashi wants a word with you. She said she's missing your report from yesterday." Sophie nodded and placed her pen on her half-filled page. "I've been watching the southeast mostly. It's been quiet so far. No predations yet. Not even that many animals walking around." Which was another clue to the puzzle, she thought. Something was going on that she didn't quite see yet. She picked up a scroll at her side, rolled up and bound tight with string, and got to her feet. "So," Fallon said slowly, her eyes fixed on the scroll, "did you forget to turn in your report yesterday? Or did you forget to turn in your report? Whichever one of those is the intentional one," she answered with a smile, and she brushed a few blades of grass from her silk skirt. "Shashi's been getting harder and harder to talk to lately." Her sister nodded and waved Sophie on her way. As far as the heavens went, Sophie could readily admit theirs was one of the nicer ones that she had seen. She was certainly biased after a few centuries, but something about the way her feet sank into the ever-cool grass just felt like home to her. Every step tempted her to sink her toe claws into the loose soil to brace herself and then just go, to spring forward and run, dart about like the feral creatures bearing the fox name they shared with her and her sisters. She breathed in the clean air, and even that seemed to energize her as it spread through her body like a crisp swallow of water in a parched throat. Their heaven may have been the newest realm granted by the Grand Dragon to a group of spirits, but she hoped whatever magic might still linger about the place would never fade away. She recalled the earliest days alone with her sisters, free to race and run for the first time in all creation, without any other of the celestial overseers to look down on them or snap at them to get back to work. Rata, the serpent, Jungshin, the elephant lord, a dozen others, none of them have shown so much patience after she had been hired onto their staff. Most of them never allowed more than one fox spirit into the heaven granted for them at all. Jealous old codgers, just because she was too fast for their liking. All of the sisters had similar stories, she knew. Ever their new home might have gotten too boring, the small slice of earth they were assigned to watch over was perfect for them, a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?